What is up, everybody? It's for March TV. Now we are back at it with a new year 2025, and with a new year, some of y'all might be thinking about joining the military, to hit that challenge. Go to boot camp or basic training, whatever you call it, depending on the branch. You go over there, get yelled at, and you doing it for this country. And once you get done with that 10 to 13 weeks, you are now a new enlisted soldier or a new officer in whatever branch you chose. But before you make that decision, some of y'all might wanted to know, what is the pay gonna look like when I first get in? And that's what I'm here for. Because like any other thing that you do in this life, whenever you get a new job, and yes, the military is a job at the end of the day, even though you are fighting for this country and you are serving this country as any federal employee would do, whether it's FBI, CIA, diplomatic security service. I understand, I was in the Marines, so I want to be really transparent with this new 2025 pay. And before we start, I will only be doing the pay from E1 to E5, and for the officers, I will be doing O1 to O3. Now, the reason I'm going to leave out the rest of the ranks is because at that point, you are most likely already in for over 3 to 4 years, so you already know how it goes. But a lot of people can come in, especially in the Army, they can come in as E4, so they're still new to the Army. And when you're a O1, that second lieutenant, the first lieutenant, you're still new in the military as well. So with that being said, let's get straight to it. All right, so what we're going to start with is E1. E1, less than 4 months. This is most likely going to be you out of boot camp, going to boot camp, and each month you will be making $1,949.10 per month. Now, if you are E1 past 4 months, at this point you're probably at MCT, which is like Marine Combat Training. You're probably at BCT, Basic Combat Course, whatever they have in the Army. Then you're looking at $2,108 per month. Now you're at E3. To be at E3, you have some college experience. You are now going to be a Lance Corporal, and you have at least 60 credits, I believe, or it could be more than 30 credits. If I'm wrong, make sure you correct me in the comment section below. But let's say you have some college credits, you got an associate's degree, you're now at E3. So if you're going to be coming in at $2,484 per month. Okay, now it's big boy time. You're now a specialist, or if you're in the Marines or some other type of branch like the Navy, you are E4, you're now at NCO. You did Lance Corporal Seminar, you will now be making $2,752 per month. Now lastly, you are now Big Daddy Sergeant. You now have 3 chevrons hanging down on your chest. You are now the biggest, baddest guy as far as your junior ranks are concerned. They now look up to you because you're the backbone. You are a sergeant, and with a sergeant, you are now making 3 bands. Yes, that's correct. Each month, you will take home $3,001 per month. Now, let's move on to the officer. Now, before we talk about the officer pay, specifically O1 to O3, what are officers? Well, military officers are basically your managers, just like how it is in the civilian world. Now, there are some more requirements to being an officer. So if you're somebody like me, you are enlisted, or you were enlisted, you just got out and you just finished college, and you want to be in the military, but you think it will be more beneficial for you to be a leader. As you can be a leader as an enlisted personnel, it is ill-advised for people that have a bachelor's degree to go the enlisted route, whether just going straight to the officer route. And you're going to see why in a second. And even though you will have some people that say you should go enlisted first and then go officer, so that way you can know how the people operate, while that is a thing that even I have been told many a times as I was enlisted, and now I just graduated with my cybersecurity degree, at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for a junior officer to make rules and decisions over their colonel or brigadier general, who's ever over that battalion anyways in the first place. So at the end of the day, you do what you think is best for you. But if you have a bachelor's degree, don't go in as an E4, just go in as an officer. And let's get straight with the pay. So I'm gonna make this quick. So if you are O1, and there are differences, you have O1 enlisted and O2 enlisted and O3 enlisted. I won't go over that because in this scenario, you weren't in the military. So as an O1, fresh out of civilian life, you'll be making $3,998 per month. As an O2, you'll be making $4,606 per month. And as an O3, coming straight out, the 2 years or less, you'll be making $5,331 per month. Yes, big difference. Now, for the ones that are considering joining the military and you thought that pay was kind of low, I will give you some insight just to help you all out. It is different in the civilian world. First of all, your food is paid for, your medical coverage is paid for, your housing is paid for, you're in barracks. All you really have to worry about is your cell phone, little snacks here and there. You get to eat at the chow hall, you get to stay on barracks for free. Now, if you're an officer, you do get the choice to move offside of the base as an O1. Now, as an enlisted, you don't get that choice unless you are married or, depending on the branch, you reach E4 or E5. Then you can move off the base. But you have to put that in consideration because you do get BAH, which is basic allowance for housing, and BAS, which is basic allowance for subsistence. And you do get paid more than what I gave you. What I just gave you was basically literally just the base pay, not counting if you're bilingual, not counting if you are in some specialized MOS where it's very scarce and they need you. You know, this is just the basic pay for brand new personnel coming in as a regular Joe. So with that being said, make sure you leave a like, make sure you share this video, and please subscribe, as this is a new channel. I would definitely want to reach everyone who likes military videos and just federal videos in general, and I will give it to you. Just leave the type of video you want and I will try to make it. With that being said, I'll see y'all later. Forward March TV out.